Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's June 6th in the year of our Lord, 2020. I'm Caleb Black. This is Luke the Big Dog Williams. In studio, producer Max Fury, and my son Jordan has disappeared. I don't know what he's up to. It's time to open up the mailbag. We ask you guys at the end of every single video to tell us your thoughts, send us something you want us to review, send us something you want to talk about. And we got a couple this week. One, obviously, from our biggest fan, John Wagner. Shout out to John again. Talking about, wants us to discuss World War III.
Are you giving me the historian thing again?
Break it down, baby.
World War III. First World War III, November 1995.
Oh, Anderson.
3 rings. 60 men. 20 men in each ring. Once each ring got to 10 men, they all convened into the center ring, and it was for the championship at the time.
Yes, it was.
Great concept. At the time, no one knew who was going over. The final 4, I believe, were Hulk Hogan, Sting, Luger, and the Macho Man. No, I apologize. Hogan, Sting, Macho, and the Giant.
Yep.
Hogan and Sting hit the Giant into the ropes. Pretty sure Sting hit him over the ropes. Sting follows out with him to the floor. Macho's getting up off the ground. Hogan's going to get him. There's a tussle on the outside of the ring. Giant grabs Hogan by the ankles, pulls him out from underneath the ropes. Referee turns around, notices that Hogan's on the ground. Macho's the only one left in the ring, rings the bell. New world champion.
Macho Man Randy Savage, baby. I love to see it.
It doesn't get, 3-ring, 60-man battle royal.
And what a great...
Bring it back!
What a great foil to the Royal Rumble.
Right.
You know,
it's like you have 30, we can do
60, and we'll add rings. And that was at the period of time where it was great to see WCW and WWE try to outdo one another.
Correct. And it was right before Starrcade.
Yeah, so it worked out. It worked out perfectly, and I'd love to see it come back.
I think the only downside to the whole show and the whole presentation was the presentation.
Yeah.
Was the cameras.
Cameras were difficult.
You know, you had a screen here, a screen here, and a screen here of each ring.
Yeah, it was hard to follow.
But at times, the film was supposed to be on the 3 separate rings, but at times, you would get 2 camera views
of the same ring.
Of one ring.
And you'd miss stuff, yeah.
And you'd miss things. And then the only thing you could hear would be people going, well, he's gone. Oh, he's walking around the ring. I guess he's gone. You know, kind of like back in the day when you didn't have pay-per-view.
Yeah.
But you had the scramble TV where you could still hear
closed circuit television.
It's like watching one of those. No. Well, like you didn't pay for it at all.
Yeah.
You're just listening to scramble stuff to know what's going on.
Yeah.
I know I'm not the only one that did it. And listening to Vince McMahon try to call a Royal Rumble.
Oh, man.
And have your list of wrestlers who's left. And he'd be like, oh, he's gone. He's out of here. And you'd be like, okay, check him off. And then 30 seconds later you hear, well, Tatanka's still in here. And it's like...
But you said he was gone.
But... And then you get to the end of the match and you hear the bell ring and you're like, I still got 12 guys. What? How did that work?
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, the videos, it was a good concept.
Yeah,
it still could work today.
Thanks, John, for the shout-out. Be sure to check out World War III if you guys watch the video. Now, this didn't directly come by mail, but we had a conversation. Whoa, I just knocked my glasses clean off my face.
Attack me. You see me
we had a fan actually talk to us face-to-face about an idea for the show, or something he wanted us to review. We're going to talk a little bit about New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Yes.
Now, if you're not familiar, get familiar. They've been part of the Western media in wrestling for a very long time. If you remember, they had a working relationship with WCW. They had a working relationship with TNA.
Yep.
They had a working relationship with the early days of the WWF and NWA Japan.
Yeah.
They're not an unfamiliar market.
Ring of Honor.
Ring of Honor. They have a huge influence in the Asian wrestling market all over Japan. And the shows are so different and treated with such respect. It's not pro wrestling made for kids like WWE can be. Can insult your intelligence sometimes.
Right.
New Japan Pro Wrestling, do yourself a favor and check it out. Find it. They have an app.
Yes.
New Japan World that you can subscribe to. The same thing with the WWE Network.
The thing with NJPW is also they're so respected over there.
Yeah.
That WWE tried to come over and set up an NXT Japan, and the country of Japan was
No!
Like, we don't want you.
Yeah,
We
nope.
don't need you.
We don't need you here.
Now, we don't mind your training camps because they do have training camps over there.
Sure.
But as far as like a product, no, we're good.
Yeah, no.
We don't want you. We don't.
We've got that covered.
And believe it, and that's just straight up fact.
Yeah, and the greatest thing too, at the old days of really a lot of promotions in Japan, is that Western stars could leave the Western market during the days of the territories and go make great money in Japan for 10 weeks or 11 weeks and come home with a bag full of cash.
Well, and they would show up in Japan and be treated like royalty.
Yeah,
Terry Funk,
well
Stan
respected.
Hansen, the Von Erichs,
Vader.
Vader.
Mick Foley. I mean, the list goes on and on. The Legion of Doom.
Huge
was incredibly, I mean, just give yourself a chance. Expand your mind. If the only thing you watch is the WWE, let's say you're a purist. You don't watch AEW. You don't watch Impact. You don't watch Ring of Honor. Give NJPW a chance. Check it out.
I think, in a manner of speaking, that I don't think you could call yourself a purist.
Yeah.
If you're not dabbling in a little bit of everything.
I completely agree.
Because then you're denying a great product.
Yep.
NJPW is fantastic. And it's lasted the test of time. They no longer have wrestling and romance. You no longer have All Japan.
Yeah.
I mean, you do to an extent, but not as big as it used to be. I mean, there's so many wrestling, the No Holds Barred stuff they did over there.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many little, but NJPW is a quality product.
Agreed. Check it out. Tell us what you think about New Japan Pro Wrestling and World War III in the comments section below.
Shout out to Sean James for that.
Woo-hoo! Send us an email at prowrestlingthrowdown@gmail.com. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/pro wrestling throwdown. And stay tuned for the Wreck of the Week.